Welcome back to Unraveling Human Physiology, where we try to make physiology easy for you to understand. In this video, I'm going to tell you how to measure pH. The easiest way to measure pH in a solution is to use a pH electrode. A pH electrode is an electrode that you put inside the solution and it's connected to a machine that reads pH. Here's an example of a glass pH electrode. This membrane in the point is very sensitive to pH, and the electrode is connected to the machine, which is called pHmeter. You see in the display, there's the pH that the electrode is sensing. And here's a pHmeter in action. You see the display, 7.65. Is the pH of a phosphate buffer solution that I'm trying to adjust until I reach 7.4 with some drops of hydrochloric acid. The solution is stirring and my pH electrode is reading that pH is easily dropping until I reach 7.4. But sometimes it's not possible to use a pH electrode. For example, if your sample has very little volume and you cannot submerge the pH electrode, or your sample is corrosive and it can destroy your pH electrode. In those cases, you can use a pH indicator. A pH indicator is a chemical that can change its color when it's exposed to a pH shift. pH indicators are weak acids or weak bases. If it is a weak acid, you will have the indicator in the acid form or the indicator in the base form with another color. For example, phenol red is an indicator that in acid form is yellow and in the basic form is red. You can buy pH indicators as paper strip. In the strip, you will see different kinds of indicators that will change their color according to pH. You just put some sample in the strips and compare the color with the scale. According to the colors, you will know what's the pH of your sample. You can also dissolve the pH indicator in a solution and follow the change in the color to know its pH. That's very useful in cell culture. In cell culture, we grow the cells in bottles with culture media. Culture media usually have phenol red as a pH indicator to know the pH. Normally, this media should be at 7.4, and then we see that the solution is orange. After several days in cell culture, cells consumes culture media and makes the media more acid. You can see then, without measuring anything, that the color of the cell media becomes more yellow, because phenol red, when it is more acid, it becomes a bit more yellow. But sometimes there are metabolisms that turn the media more alkaline. You see, phenol red, when pH is high, will be pink. So you will notice that in the bottle because the culture media will be pink. Finally, if cell culture was contaminated with bacteria, you will notice that the cell culture media turns very acidic. So instantly you will notice that it's very yellow. That's very sad because then you have to throw all the cells. Here's how you see it in the lab with culture media with phenol red at 7.4. And here's how you see culture media with phenol red at 7.6. Summing up this video, I can tell you that pH can be measured by pH electrodes or pH indicators. pH indicators are weak acids or bases that change color upon pH change. If you like this video, please give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and activate your notification to know when my next video will be on. Thanks, bye!